Part A. Show that the equation 2x cubed plus 4x equals 3 has a solution between 0 and 1. Right, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let x be 0. And that means that I'm going to put it into the equation. I'm going to have 2 0 times 3 plus 4 times 0. I want to see what answer I get. So of course everything times 0 is going to leave me with the number 0. Now I'm going to put in x equals 1. So that's going to be 2 times 1 cubed plus 4 times 1. 1 cubed is 1, times 2 is 2, add 4, 6. So when I put 1 in, it gives me 6. When I put 0 in, it gives me 0. Well, if I want an answer of 3, the number I put in must be somewhere in between 1 and 0. So x is 0, gives me 0. X is 1, gives me 6. Therefore, that's the sign for therefore. X must be smaller than 1 and greater than 0. So there is part A. Part B. Show that 2x cubed plus 4x equals 3 can be rearranged to give me this. Well, like I said in my class, you're actually better trying to get from there back. It's going to be easier to do that than go from there forward, so it's going to be still full marks. So I have x is equal to 3/4 take away x cubed over 2. Now this is just a subtractive fraction, but you can't subtract a fraction unless the denominator is equal. So let's make the denominator 4. Now if I've doubled this, I must double this, which will be 2x cubed. Therefore, x is equal to 3 minus 2x cubed over 4. Well, that's what would happen if you were adding or subtracting a fraction. If you were to do 5 12s add 4 12s, it would just give you 9 12s. You'd do the top and leave the bottom. So this is exactly the same. I'm now going to take this divided by 4 and I'm going to bring it up and over. That's going to become 4x is equal to 3 minus 2x cubed. Okay, what am I trying to guess? I'm trying to guess up here. I'm then going to pick this up and bring it over, and I'm just going to leave it at the front. Normally I'd shift this over and stick it in, but I'm going to, because it's this order here, I'm going to pick up the minus 2. It's going to become 2x cubed, and then leave the positive 4x there, equal that to 3, and that question's done. Okay. And then there's part C. Starting with x 0 equals 0, use the iteration formula. That's it there, I'm not saying that. 3 times to find the solution for this, find a solution, an estimate for the solution 2x cubed. Okay, so in the last question we've seen that this is equal to this. We've just proved that that is equal to that. So what they want you to do is to write the equation. Now they want you to take the first one, so this is when x is 0. So for the first one, they want you to plug this 0, I'll just change my color, this 0 in here for that. And that will leave you with 3/4 minus 0 cubed over 2. So I'm going to type that straight into the calculator. 3/4 minus, I'm going to go up here, I'm going to go open another fraction, 0 cubed divided by 2. I'm going to press equals. I'm going to get a number 0.75. That gives me 0.75. Then I'm going to come down. So there's the first one. So I've done it once, and it might be actually easier just to understand this, not to call it that. This is first. Then I'm going to do second, and this time I'm going to take 3/4 minus 0.75 over 2. So I'm going to take my answer in the first part, I'm going to substitute it in there. And that gives me, go back, I'm just going to go up, I've got 0.75 on my screen, just going to go up here, delete this, put in my answer, so 0.75 is there, press equals, that's 0.5390, and I'll write the whole thing, 625. Now you could, this would be a cube there, you could go again, 3/4 take away 0.53 and write the whole thing, cube it and divide it by 2. But at this point, when you have answer in there, you can leave it in there and press equals again, and that answer will come up 0.6716, 0.6. Just looking to see, does it say 3 significant figures? I'm going to write the whole thing down. 77351. And that is it done first, second, and third time. Now, if I wanted 4 or 5 or 6, I just keep pressing that number. And each time, I'm getting closer and closer to a root. So there is my third estimate.